Hey, what's up, everybody? Brandon here for Red State, and something weird is happening with AOC. That sounds like a redundant statement, but it's not. The leftist darling doesn't seem to be a leftist darling anymore. There's become this trend to show up at her town halls and voice a little bit of disagreement, to put it lightly. AOC has been dogged recently by protesters at her own town halls, and she's starting to act a little bizarrely when it comes to, responding to them, doing weird things on stage while it's happening. Let's just go ahead and take a dive into this right here. This is from Banshee. It's up at redstate.com right now. Go to redstate.com. You can check out this article and many others, and also sign up for the VIP program. Use promo code SAVEAmerica. It'll get you 40% off. You get access to a lot of stuff in the back that you don't get at the front. Such as articles, podcasts, and videos, including the VIP Gold Chat. You definitely want to be there for that. AOC appears to have a nervous breakdown when confronted by protesters at Town Hall. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is AOC dancing to protesters chanting, "AOC has got to go," at an event in her district tonight. How absolutely humiliating. Watch. Now, this happened on Wednesday night during her town hall. Let's go ahead and take a look. And there she is dancing. Weird reaction. Now, as you can see here, not everybody is there to disagree with AOC. Not everyone there is there to protest her. Many people are sitting there quietly. There are a lot of people in the back of the room, the center of the room, that are doing it. And they seem to have a huge disagreement with her about her policies as far as supporting Ukraine goes, her hypocrisy, her lie. At one point in time, you see one guy make fun of her for lying about being arrested. They are mocking her there. And as Banshee says, it's unclear. It's unclear if people are actually there because they are protesting her for her left-wing, her radical left-wing positions, or they're there because she's not radically left enough. Again, these people seem to be fans of anti-war stances that, you have not seen since the left was anti-war during the Bush era. And they were, painting themselves, running out in the nude to protest war. We don't know where they went. But perhaps that is the case here. But then there's this. She also reacts bizarrely when the lights go out. She comes back, and then she adopts this really heavy Brooklyn accent, and it makes absolutely no sense.
Ma'am, you're saying ask us why. Y'all been talking for 20 minutes, okay? We know why. We know why you're mad. Let's talk about it.
I am not a man. There's only two fucking genders.
Okay.
So suddenly the lights go out for an unknown reason.
We love you, AOC. Thank you.
Now, as you heard there, someone said, "We love you, AOC. Thank you." AOC, once the lights went out, retreated into the back room where there is light. That's understandable. You don't want to be a elected official in a room that just went blackout right in the middle of a hostile crowd. Pretty dangerous. Lights come back on, and here she comes back. And then this bizarre thing happens.
I'm not allowed to be in a room when the lights turn off. It gets a little... That's one of the things. All right, listen. Okay, listen.
It's unclear why she did that. A little bit of a bizarre reaction. I don't think that AOC is actually used to being in the spotlight in a negative term, at least around people who she is in the near vicinity of. Usually she has her fan base there to support her. She's surrounded by fawning people, protesters who are there to effectively just see her, because she is, for all intents and purposes, a celebrity. And so it's kind of odd to see this kind of happen, but it's not the first time that that's happened. Not long ago, earlier this month, I reported AOC gets shouted at her own town hall, proving her time as left sweetheart is over. And it was during this time that people came in there and started to really attack her for her stance on as far as, voting for the billions going to Ukraine, being pro-war effectively, and they would invoke the name of Tulsi Gabbard as an example to follow, not AOC.
Congresswoman, none of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb. You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian Nazis. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done nothing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice.
Now, we've covered the whole Tulsi Gabbard effect on the Democrat Party in a previous video, link appearing in the screen right now at the top. But one thing to note during that whole entire thing was you noticed that despite the fact that AOC is practically a celebrity, that clip featured a room, a town hall, that was pretty sparsely populated. It wasn't exactly full to the brim with people. However, in the other clip that I showed you previously, that room was full. That tells me that they were prepared this time. Either a lot of people wanted to show up and make sure that the room didn't seem like it was completely hostile to AOC, or AOC had a bunch of her allies show up in that room to make it seem like, she is actually still well loved in New York. It doesn't seem like she is, however. AOC is, after all, responsible for a lot of problems that befell New Yorkers. She is the one who chased Amazon out of New York, and she is one of the people who actually was amongst the group that wanted to defund police. New York is suffering greatly because the police were defunded. They're still trying to catch up. The murder rates have skyrocketed. Crime has skyrocketed. Under AOC, nothing really gets done in her office. In fact, she is regularly one of the people who has the least amount of work done at Washington, D.C. She's also a massive hypocrite, despite the fact that she says she's a socialist. She drives around in a Tesla, living in a swanky apartment in D.C. She likes to illegally park that Tesla, which, by the way, she doesn't like Elon Musk or Tesla. She parks that Tesla illegally in front of Whole Foods, which belongs to Amazon, a company that she ran out of New York. So she's also a massive hypocrite. A lot of this is coming back on AOC, I think. I think that the new trend is people showing up to her town halls. I have a feeling that that's going to grow. People are going to mock her. They're going to denounce her. And she's going to attempt to fill her town halls, which weirdly she's still holding, which tells me that it is also kind of her trying to bring a bunch of her allies in to make her look better. She's going to keep holding them and trying to put on these shows. But if she manages to continue to do town halls where people come in and protest her, I have a feeling that her behavior is going to get more and more bizarre. It definitely was bizarre this time. I think that she doesn't know how to handle disagreement. You've seen what she's like whenever she doesn't have an answer for anything that she says in the past before she was a little more media savvy. So, we're kind of seeing AOC with her armor off right now. She doesn't know how to handle the situation, and so she acts very weirdly in the meantime. Are we seeing an end to the era of AOC? I wouldn't go that far just yet. We very well might be. Hopefully we are. Hopefully someone a little more intelligent will take control of that office at some point in time in the near future. We'll see. But a lot of time has to pass between then and now, and that's a lot of time for AOC to screw up, which is pretty much what she does all the time. As Chrissy Meyer says, I hope she still knows how to make a margarita. Hey, give the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.